Welcome back to another episode of Scamfish presented by socialcatfish.com. On today's episode, we will speak to multiple victims who just can't seem to let their romance scammers go. Dinez, Donald, and Jody have all been involved in multiple romance scams online. After starting our YouTube channel, we opened up an email dedicated to helping victims all over the world. We work hard to provide closure and answers for as many victims as we possibly can, but some just can't find a way to completely get away from their scammer. Watch till the end. We will break all three of these victims' stories down and hopefully help you understand why they're still talking to their scammers. There will be a lot of references to old videos, so if you're a longtime viewer, this video's for you. If you've just joined us, I'll link all the videos in the bio, and there will also be a YouTube card that you can click as you're watching the video. First up is Dinez from Florida. He has a long list of scammers he's dealt with in the past and needs help with this current online relationship with a woman named Angie from Roseville, California. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of this. Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
Hello, Social Catfish. My name is Dinez Stallworth. I'm currently living in Tallahassee, Florida. Been living in Tallahassee all of my life. I work at a community college. A very nice, outgoing guy. Try to do the right thing. Very church-going. I feel like I've been catfished. Just need some clarification in the truth. If it's not her, then, I'm willing to leave her alone.
Dinez has had a long history with romance scammers. He wants to make sure he gets it right this time.
I started online dating in 2018 on Facebook. There was this girl that contacted me who lived in the Philippines. Her name was Sharia.
Shari and Dinez began to speak every day after meeting on Facebook. It was only a matter of time before she asked him for money. Dinez wanted to meet her in person, and he was willing to do whatever it took.
When Valentine's Day came, I happened to go to the mall here in my hometown and buy her something for Valentine's Day. And when I sent the gift over to the Philippines, I didn't hear from her anymore. Now, me and her, we video chatted all day, every day. She was real. It's just the fact. When I sent her the gift for Valentine's Day, I never did hear back from her. I had got my passport and everything. I had planned to go see her. And when she did what she did, just cut ties with her.
After conversing with Sherry for about a year, Dinez had already sent her over $8,000. Sherry completely disappeared from Dinez and never replied after receiving her Valentine's gift. But Dinez wasn't finished online dating just yet.
Then I tried Tagged. And when I tried Tagged, I met this girl by the name of Juliet. Some kind of way I got on YouTube and found out that it wasn't the real her.
We post hundreds of videos of scam news and verifying online lovers for people all over the world. Dinez came across an old episode about a man named Donald from Texas.
I just really hoping and praying that everything is real. She make me feel that everything is real, everything is legit. Even when we get out of disagreement, it's like, well, maybe I'm overthinking it.
We helped Donald through his romance scam and found the person that his scammer was impersonating.
She has her nickname on the necklace, Morris. So she's actually an adult actress. She's very well known on OnlyFans under her name Queen D, and she actually does really well for herself on OnlyFans.
Unfortunately, Dinez had already sent over $10,000 to Juliet before seeing the episode.
She was calling herself Juliet, but real person is on Instagram, and her name is Damaris, which means I was lied to for the second time.
He confronted Juliet about not being who she claimed to be and then blocked her. After being let down twice, Dinez thought he'd finally met the woman of his life.
So about a year or two ago, I happened to be on Instagram. Angie's picture popped up. Me being the person that I am, I was like, she's mighty fine. She's pretty or whatever. I inboxed her and whatnot, and We exchanged our social media accounts and we went to sending pictures to each other, and it was love. It was basically love messages every day. It was awesome. Hey baby, how you doing? You're so sweet to me. I love you. I had so many of those messages in my phone. I can't even remember half of those messages, but I do remember her, saying she loved me and I was telling her I loved her back. I would call her my sweet angel. She would call me very nice and sweet. I did love her. I loved her.
Dinez was falling for Angeline, and the relationship became more intimate.
The person that was in the pictures, tall, beautiful, long brown hair, big breasts, nice hips, nice waist, very attractive young lady. She would send me pictures of her in bikinis and stuff. And it would turn me on, but she would tell me that she's at the beach or she's on a yacht somewhere or she was in New York at the beach. It was basically a good thing up until I found out the whole truth.
At this point, Dinez had sent $8,000 to Shuri, $10,000 to Juliet, and another $10,000 to his current online lover, Angie. This guy has been on a roller coaster with these scammers. Angie and Dinez had been communicating for a couple of months now. Dinez felt that things were going great until they planned to meet each other.
It's like every time I get paid, she knew when I got paid, and she would always tell me she was hungry, and I would feel sorry and go ahead and send her the money. It led up to her wanting to come and see me. I sent her the link of how much the bus ticket would be from Houston to here. She told me to go and get like a Google Play card or a Nike card to put the money on so she could get the ticket. I did send her money twice for a Greyhound bus ticket to come and see me. She sends me a text message after I had heard from her within a couple of days. My friend was driving me. We was in Mississippi and we stopped for gas and we got robbed, this, that, and forth. Something kept telling me something ain't right, something ain't right, something ain't right. When I did the reverse image, I found out that she wasn't the real person that I thought she was. Real name is Angelina Verona, but the person that was sending me the pictures of this particular person, I guess her name is Angela Brooks. I mean, I have pictures to send you guys.
Okay, so to sum up everything, Dinez thought he was talking to this woman. He ran a reverse image search on our site, socialcatfish.com, and was able to find out who the real person in the photos was. She was an Instagram model by the name of Angie Verona. She has nothing to do with this at all. Dinez confronted the fake profile and she confessed that she was lying to him.
I want to say she finally confessed who she was. When she sent me her real pictures, what I'm trying to find out is that the real person or not. My relationship with her for right now, it's okay, but we kind of still on bad terms. I can't really trust her because of what she did, if this is her for real. I reached out to Social Catfish because I want to know if this is the real person that I'm talking to. If it's not, I want to go on ahead and move on with my life.
Dinez's story is an example of a person who has been put on a scammer list, also known as the sucker list. What you may not know is when you fall for a scam and send money, you get added to a scammer's database of victims. You will get scammers coming out of the woodwork trying different angles to take advantage of you. Once a scammer has confirmation that you are willing to send money online, your information either gets sold or the scammer will just make several different fake profiles until you have fallen for the right one. Donald from Texas is a perfect example. While we were digging into all of Dinez's information, we received a text from Donald. He wanted us to assist him in getting Linda to the United States. We were shocked because we had already proved that Linda was a scammer in a previous episode. Let's hear what Donald has to say. Well, I got your text message. You were saying that you wanted to try to figure out how to get Linda to the United States.
After we talked, I showed her the video. I explained the video to her. I explained the situation. And I'm like, if you needed money, you should have just told me that.
Then she went into detail that it wasn't that she was planning on doing that, and her grandmother got sick, and she took the money and used it for that. Then I'm like, if you can't be real with me, ain't no sense in us talking, because you got me believing this person, this picture is you, and it's not you. I can prove it's not you.
So
So
what does she look like?
she's black, she's short, small figured. We video chatted a couple of times.
Hey Donald. So yeah, this is where I stay. I stay here.
Did she look completely different from the girl you thought you were talking to?
Yes. When she started explaining her situation, I mean, most of them does have that same situation, for as don't have anything, living in a bad atmosphere or lifestyle or whatever. And then when she started showing me, sending me pictures and stuff of like how she really lived and not the glamorous life, it was more like, okay, well, this is more down to earth type of person.
How old is the mother to your son?
Yeah, she's 30, and the one before that, she's probably 35. I've never dated a woman I dated one close to my age, but then we never connected because either they already was set in their mind, and I didn't want to do what they wanted to do, and I like to be me.
Does she look like these types of chicks, like BBL,
Yep.
Instagram model,
No, not really.
Cancun, Miami?
She's pretty, she's beautiful. She don't have that shape, but hey, the pictures that I seen of Linda now, she's above Linda.
Okay.
She has a beautiful face and she looks, but now she done got a little bigger.
And how old are you, Donald?
61.
Okay. I'm going to look at your Instagram messages. I'm going to try to weave out who's a fake and who's real, and I'll get back to you, okay?
All right.
All right, man. Talk to you
All
soon.
All right, later.
Donald and Dinez have a lot in common. They've both been through several scams. Their inboxes are filled with scammers, and they just can't seem to find a real person online. The reason is the scammers are flooding all their accounts with fake women. We believe that both of these men are on the scammer list. After looking through Donald's DMs, we found that 95% of the women that wrote him on Instagram were all scammers. So we looked into everything, all three of the women. So we did a little bit of clicking around on Shari's profile.
And actually what we found in that is that the profile was inactive, and she kept a photoshopped image of you and her together. Now this is a huge red flag that we see with many scammers online. They bring you into their lives, into their social media accounts, and then once the scam is over, they let that social media account go.
And most of her friends we saw were from Nigeria. Although not all scams come from Nigeria, it's just a huge red flag for a woman in the Philippines to have a bunch of friends in Nigeria, and also this ties back to a romance scam.
We don't believe Shari has anything to do with the woman in the photos, and unfortunately this was a fake profile. If you were in contact with someone and you were calling and or video chatting, more than likely they were hired as part of a larger scam organization to take advantage of you and unfortunately dupe you using a fake account.
In other words, this was somebody else portraying her or something like that?
It could be they had someone that looked very similar to the woman in the photos, and they used her as bait to get you to send money and to believe that she was real. Or all of the video chats were created and premeditated, basically.
That wasn't her?
Because of how inactive this account is, because of the connections to Nigeria, and because it is very common for scammers to contact people, finish a scam so that they don't get in too much trouble and let go of social media accounts, we believe that Sharia was another romance scammer.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever video chatted Angie?
I have not.
When you chat with Angie, what are your conversations about the future like?
She really wants to be here. She's tired of being in California. You know, she wants to make a family with me. She's in love with me. Just all, you know, sorts of things. And then, it's like she's telling me I have trust issues. It's like one minute, I'll tell her that I love her, and then, the next minute someone just pop up in my head telling me, I can't trust you because of what you did in the past. And then she's telling me I need to let go of the past.
I'm so sorry to say this, but we found that Angie was also another fake profile. We were able to locate her to Nigeria using our gift card location tracker. We weren't able to find the real person in the photos, but after running searches, we saw her photos replicated across the whole web. I mean, there were so many different names using the same photo.
Wow. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. I knew it from the get-go.
After we went over the emails and phone numbers that you shared with us, they actually both came back with newly made profiles and a void phone number. So it's quite obvious that these profiles and phone numbers were made recently to scam you out of money.
Wow. Oh, thank you guys so much for that.
What keeps you in these types of relationships? I mean, you're not a bad looking guy, right? For one, you're young, you're charismatic, you're probably fun to be around. Why settle for a relationship that's just based online and through text message?
Because I feel insecure. It's one of my main reasons. Different situations I've been through in the past. I don't feel confident enough that I maybe look good or something like that. So that's why I settle for the online relationships. And that's one of the main reasons why I believe in these women thinking they're real and they're not. So after y'all just reveal what y'all revealed to me, this is it. I'm not getting into no more online relationships. It's just best for me to be single for the rest of my life.
After breaking the news to Dinez, we knew we had to cheer him up. So we reached out to Damaris. She's the woman in the photos both scammers used to dupe Dinez and Donald. We snooped around on Damaris' social media, and we saw Dinez had actually become a fan of Damaris after he learned that he was scammed by someone posing as her.
So like I said, she will be joining us today in just a moment.
Can you guys give me 1 second? I need to do something in my living room area. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Dinez was so excited. He was so nervous to talk to Damaris that he didn't even want to come on camera and talk to her.
I'm very nervous. Oh my God. Y'all, please forgive me. I'm getting ready to break myself on camera. Give me 1 minute.
Dinez finally found the confidence to come on camera. Him and Damaris got to chat for an hour, and he got a lot of stuff off of his chest.
I work in the club too, so I feel like if you're looking for like a specific girl, you could just go to the club and you meet someone there, and then the interaction is real and it's authentic. I don't really recommend online dating that much anymore because there are a lot of catfishers. It's crazy because I've had fake pages since I was probably like 15 years old because of my Facebook. And it's so many fake pages of me right now that I can't control it. I don't know how many there are, where they're coming from. Every time I see them under my page, because sometimes fake pages of me would follow me, and that's like the dumbest thing ever. So then I cache them under my views or thing, and then I block them and report them. But Instagram doesn't always delete the fake page right away. So just to keep your guard up, just try not meeting people in online. And if you're a little shy and like socially awkward, you could just try going to a club, having a drink, meeting a girl by the bar. Like try to interact more in person versus than online, because these online relationships are starting to get really fraudulent. I don't even understand how girls could get away with it for so many months.
We are happy to say that Dinez is now feeling better about dating. He has moved completely away from meeting women online and plans to date in person. We will keep you guys updated. We have been circling back to help a lot of past victims who just cannot leave their romance scammer alone. You probably remember Jody from one of our past episodes. She has been dating a man online for about 8 years, and after we revealed to her the truth, she is still convinced he is real. Be on the lookout for that episode.
Somewhat.
And what do you want to happen?
I want to meet him.
So it's been almost a decade that you guys have been talking. And have you ever video chatted with him one time?
No, he tried one time way back in, about 15 when we met to video chat, but I had no clue how to do it or what to do or if my computer could do it.
Donald plans to start a life with his scammer, Linda. He is planning a way to get her to the United States so they can be together. As you can see, it's very tough for these victims to get past their online scammer. We are working hard to come up with solutions, but we need your help. Comment down below how you think we can help these victims. I thought it was very interesting how Daniel, another victim we helped, compared his online relationship to a drug addiction.
I considered it and took at it as, okay, you need to look at this from an addiction standpoint, because if you think about it, the way people are doing this kind of stuff to you, you are used to helping people. You're used to people when they ask for your help, to being there for people because you've done that all your life. You're used to prioritizing other people's needs over your own.
So we wonder why someone like Dinez or Donald continually fall for these scams. It actually comes down to psychological principles. So these scammers are using psychological principles to manipulate people like you or anybody else that they talk to. And it's the same reason we see these psychological principles in our day-to-day lives. Things like going into a car dealership and seeing the high number before you commit to the lower number. The same reason your friends invite you to those candle scentsy parties to buy something. It's the same reason you go into a casino and they offer you all these cool perks for signing up for their membership. For somebody to be scammed, they just have to start talking to the scammer. These scams happen over time, and these scammers are using psychological principles to make you feel like you're part of their family, to get the small commitment, the small money that you give them up front, to get more money later down the road, and use these other psychological principles to scam you out of your hard-earned money.
Thanks for watching another episode of Scamfish, everyone. Remember, new videos go out every Wednesday. If you or anyone else you know might be going through a scam, please send an email to sharemystory@socialcatfish.com. See you guys next week.